Afternoon, Pep. Vinny from Sky Sports. Before we look ahead to tomorrow night's game, after the weekend, Arsene Wenger said it will take between 82 and 86 points to win the Premier League. What target do you believe will be required to win the title this season?
I don't know. It's not my first year here. Arsene had more experience and he knows how many points you have to win, but I have no idea. I think it's going to win the Premier League. The team is going to win more games. That's sure. But I don't know.
In that respect, do you set your team any targets? Or do you have any targets in mind as to what your team needs
about
to do?
that season?
About this season, yeah.
No, play as good as possible, try to win again, one game. So, I don't know, I know who I am, in which league I am. So when I was in Barcelona, in Bayern Munich, I know it was between two teams, three teams, and here I think the top teams, or the people consider it, the big teams, are going to fight until the end to win the Premier League.
Pep, Ian Irving from Premier League Productions. Looking ahead to this game, is this an opportunity for you to rotate your squad, maybe use some different players, or given recent results, given the fact it's against Manchester United, do you need to be at full strength?
No, so we are going to rotate, yeah. Some of them didn't play, are going to play, sure, definitely. First, because they deserved. And second, because the last game it was tough games. We played 35 minutes or 30 minutes with 10 men in Barcelona. After 3-4 days, we played a tough game against Southampton, and the people are tired, and I still didn't decide which guys, because I need today see the players in the training session, and after we're going to decide, but I'm pretty sure the people are going to rotate, yeah.
Hi, Pep. Max Cárdenas, Mega Chile. I want to ask you if tomorrow we play Claudio, Willy, or Angus, and if that decision is based in your project, for the season, or more that because Claudio can play in the next Champions League game. Thank you.
The last time Willy played against Swansea, so I think it's going to happen again. Yeah, I think Willy tomorrow is going to play.
Hi Pep, Sam Lee from Goal. Could you talk us through the three at the back, three defenders, and at the moment, do you think the benefits outweigh the negatives or the risks?
But if you see how many chances they create with three defenders in Everton and Southampton, I don't know. So I would like to play always with three, with 4 or 5, or concede the chances the opponents create. So I remember the goal against Southampton and the second half, and one counter-attack with Claudio save and no more. So the problem was it was a bit difficult to create our game inside, and always when you play with three, it's when you want to want one more man in the middle. And when you have one more man in the middle, normally you concede few counter-attacks, you concede less chances. That is my point of view. Not that it means you defend with 5 or 6, sometimes we defend worse, sometimes better. It depends of the global. But of course it depends on the other. For Barcelona, the strikers and the wingers play so wide, and when you play so wide, you cannot play with 3. It's too risky, especially with the players of Barcelona with the quality 1 against 1, even 1 against 2. But we saw against Southampton, they play narrow. The strikers, they don't play, wingers, they don't play wide. It's more the fullbacks, and that time you can do it. You can control it. That is not a problem. But always when you take some players behind, it's to be more control in the middle, to create more chances.
In terms of fitness for this, Pablo Zabaleta, Kevin De Bruyne, and I know Company didn't come off injured, but I know you protect him a little bit as well. Are they all available for this game, Zabaleta, De Bruyne and Company?
Kevin, no way. Cannot. Pablo, I think cannot. And Vincent, I think he can. But I don't know today. Yesterday training regeneration, and this afternoon going to see how does he feel.
You've had the experience of one derby now. Do you think this one will be the same?
Well, derby is a derby, so it's always special. And so we are not going to play a game like just a game. It's a special game. So it's a final. It's a competition. It's a game. And we're going to try to. Not going to try. No, we're going to play seriously, like always we did, since my period here, and try to win the game.
Hi Pep. Jonathan Smith from ESPN. You've played Alex Garcia last time in the EFL Cup. Pablo Maffeo's also played. Would you have any concerns about throwing them into a derby, and potentially quite a big game with United seemingly needing a result?
No, they are with us, and I'm so happy about what they did when they played, or when they are in the locker room, especially in the training sessions. Even when they went to play in the second team, and normally it's not easy when you're training every day with the first team, go to the second team, mentality is not good, and it was completely the opposite. They were really, really good. But you have to think about it. I have to think today the squad, because normally the young players have to be involved when the team is in a good moment. And we cannot forget now the last 5 games we didn't win. And I have to consider it. To help the young players have to be involved in a good environment for the people who experience, to put 3, 4 or 5 guys, the young players, in the same time is not a good idea in that moment, because we have to protect them. And but we're going to see. Maybe I have not other options to do that, and I have to put them. So because I am pretty sure they have level to play and to play good, but I have to think that this afternoon, after training session, what they're going to do tomorrow.
Hey Pep, I'm Fred, Esporte Interativo Brazil. So I would like to know if you can say some words about Gabriel Jesus. He scored twice in the last Brazilian national games in the World Cup. And are you watching his development? He's a player that you will have an eye on?
Yeah, the club decided to pick him up, to buy him, so we are so happy, because he's a guy who is 20 years old, is playing number 9 in national team from Brazil, means a lot. And of course we're happy, so happy he's here, and I'm sure he's going to help us, not just in the season, in the future in this club. And my point of view, just to try to help them, to heal him, to help him to insert, to arrive, and with Fernando, with all the Brazilian players here, to adjust, to adapt as soon as possible. So we are looking forward to come and to be with us.
Hi Pep, Andy Hampson from the Press Association. United lost heavily at the weekend. Is this a good time to be playing them, or do you expect a really strong response from them?
Them?
From United, yes.
Always expect the best from United, not because they lost the last weekend. So with the quality, the experience of Jose and it was United, Man United, that means a lot. From my experience when I play like a football player, a coach, always is a good team. So it doesn't matter how you play against them in Old Trafford. It doesn't matter in good moment. In another moment, it's always difficult. But that's nice. It was difficult when we play in the Premier League. It will be difficult when they will come here for the second part to play here in Etihad. So it's a physical team. It's a really good counter-attack with Rashford, with Martial, with a lot of experience in the middle, strong team, and the quality. So I don't have doubts about the quality of them players. So they are top quality, top team. So and it's there. So of course it's 6 points behind, but 6 points is 2 games, and we have seen what is the Premier League, how difficult it is win every single game. So they are involved in of course in the win everything.
Steve from AP. You say there's no way Kevin De Bruyne can play. Does that suggest it's quite a serious injury?
No, he had a good kick, knock. Sorry, a big knock in the leg, and he cannot play this game. Hopefully in West Brom, in Barcelona, but it's doubt today, even in next weekend. So I don't know now.
And the fact that Sergio only played sort of 10 minutes against Barcelona, does that mean he could be in contention for this game, do you think?
Yeah, he's in contention, yeah, with the other guys. So Sergio played really well the last game. So I wanna be clear again. So I'm so happy with Sergio, and I hopefully can stay for a long time here. When I said it depends on Sergio, I'm not telling I don't wanna he stay. I wanna from the deep of my heart he can stay here and play with us, because he's a special player. He's a striker. He scored millions of goals in his career. I've known the strikers depend for the moment. Sometimes it's good, but we cannot forget how many goals he scored with us. And I am here to help him. So when the team doesn't win for a short time, always I try what can I do to help him individually and collectively. So when we make a mistakes, they are my mistakes. So when John Stones make what happened, I want to help him. I want to help him to develop, because he's young, because it's the first time in their lives play every 3 days. Before play 1 a week in Everton, now he's playing every 3 days, going no camp, going Champions League. And that needs a process, and that's why I decided to come here to help to this club or these players to make a step above. And I knew from the beginning how difficult it would be, because we play a lot of games, because I knew that, because we play the Champions League and we don't have too many times to make the correction during the training session, because you cannot train, and that's why I knew the process would be a little bit more longer than I expect. But we cannot forget how good we play, even when in the last games, when we didn't win, how good make many things. So we are better than the opponents, and we are there, and we arrive many times in the byline. We miss the last pass. We concede few chances. The only problem, we give the clear chances to them. But I am so optimistic we're going to do a very good season.
Last question before the Spanish.
Thanks. Justin Matazed from Q103. Pep, after the last Manchester derby, did that help you see how important these games are to the fans?
About the last game we play in there is history. It's there. It's over. So we make a good first half. I saw again, really good. We play with a huge personality, and the second half they were much better. They create a lot of problems with long balls with Pogba, Fellaini, and Ibrahimovic, and we could not control. They were so aggressive in the second balls, and we had the problems. We made a lot of counterattacks. We didn't finish anyone else. So, but it's history. So it's a new game and new competition, other competition we're going to see.
Spanish and Catalan, maybe.
Bona tarda, Pep.
This one first and then. Okay.
Hola, Pep. Aquí, Antonio Fuentes para Deportes 4. El equipo está teniendo un bajón en cuanto a resultados.
What are the reasons of the bad streak of results?
Has tenido un par de días para analizar la situación en la que os encontráis. ¿Cuáles son los motivos? ¿Cuáles son las causas que crees que han llevado al equipo a esta situación?
Bueno, hay muchos, sí.
There are several reasons. We need to differentiate when we can play and when we can't. We are doing a lot of good things, but of course we need a victory as soon as possible.
Discriminar las cosas buenas que hacemos. Creo que seguimos haciendo más cosas buenas que malas, pero nos conviene volver a ganar. Esta es la verdad.
Bona tarda, Pep. Fa uns dies vas dir que l'equip necessitava una mica més de contundència a les dues àrees.
Two questions. You said a few days ago that the team needed more efficiency in the boxes. What's the role of the manager on that? And would you like that the game tomorrow has the same development that the one in the Premier League?
El partit un guió similar al que es va viure a la Premier.
És un nou partit i...
It's a new game. Everything matters in those games.